this is Miss Johnson again. This week we are going to continue our unit of measurement, but instead of looking at test units, we're going to look at metric units, and we're going to start with length, just like we did last week. And you notice this page probably comes straight from your own workbook, so we're trying to make it easier for you to recognize the structure of things. So today we're going to look at metric units of length, and below the arrow there it reads, length is a measurement line between 2 points. So when you're trying to measure something and it's length from one spot to the next. Millimeter, centimeter, meter, and are units that are part of the metric system of measure for length. And then they give us some nice pictures to kind of each one would be like the world. So a millimeter is about as thick as 6 sheets of notebook paper. Well, and I have some paper here, and I know it's more than 6 sheets. So if I count out 6, and they're not pressed anymore because I've been writing on it, but that there, if you can see, is the width from my finger to the other is the 1 millimeter. So millimeters are to measure things that are pretty. Okay? A meter is about the length of a ladybug. If you could hold down a ladybug long enough to measure it, it would be about a centimeter. A meter is the height of your chair. You're sitting in a chair right now, that's about the height. Or think back to your class chair, that would be about a meter. Kilometer is about 6 city blocks. And it's kind of hard for us to imagine. You would, let's say, walk the streets of Denver downtown, and you walk 6 city blocks. It's actually longer than a mile distance. Okay? So now we're going to look more through the rest of this. My work. Example number 1. Doug is growing carrots in his garden. He pulled out a carrot for lunch. The carrot to the centimeter. So just like we did when we did inches, you are going to line up the end of your object right here to 0. On the measurements start. And you really look at the ruler that you are. Some start 0 at the end of the ruler, and some might not. Every is a little bit different. Then Heather is all the way past 12, just a little bit past 12. So the carrot is closer to 12 centimeters, 11 centimeters. So let's see if I have it right now. I do. It is almost 12 centimeters long. Okay? Next page. There we go. Okay, some of this got it in, so I apologize, but I will read it to you exactly what it says. So up here at the top, before measuring the length of an object, always ask the length to decide which unit of measurement would be best to use. We don't know about a ruler that has centimeters and measure everything in our world in centimeters, because some things are too large and some things are just too tool to use. So for instance, if you have this desk here, so imagine sitting back at your desk, right? This example says, choose the best estimate for the length of a student's desk. So underneath there, you can't really see how many millimeters, but they actually 7 millimeters, 1 centimeter. Okay, we need to figure out what is most reasonable. Would it be wise to which is the thickness of 6 pages, almost from my finger to finger. But I measure things in millimeters when I'm at a desk that I would set almost. Or would I measure them in more centimeters where we're talking? Okay, remember Ladybug's a little bit bigger. So I'm looking at that. They do give us some scenarios. 5 centimeters or 5 millimeters, which would be like taking those pages, notebook, and truly 30 notebook pages. 30 pages. I'm thinking if we did that, would be way top of our desk. Would that give us a good measurement? Not so much, huh? That is no way. There we go. So I'm going to cross that one off. 50 centimeters. Well, be like not 50 ladybugs. Can you imagine 50 ladybugs lying by side, not moving, so then that can actually use with. But we can still kind of imagine that. I don't know about that one. Let's come back to that one here in a minute. What about 50 years? That would be like taking and lining all up so have them up there. Not 50 of them because 6 pages give us so we're looking at millimeters again be the best measurement to measure your desk. Not. Look back at centimeters. Now, centimeters, and granted, I don't think I a lady. I'm a representative by a little bit because so there's 5 ladybugs. About 5 ladybugs with that meant that desk. Really and truly, if I had 5 ladybugs, they wouldn't even give me half the length of this desk that this is. A reasonable answer would be then what? Right. You're 50 centimeters. The kind of hard to see because some of it's cut off. It says a desk has to be long enough to work are the best than millimeters, which is what we about. Since 5 centimeters, 5 millimeters, and 50 millimeters, too small is 50 meters, centimeters. So our best in this light is what shadows. Okay? So think about go to try to measure things on tool to measure with it. Okay, so now is the direction. My screen is kind of sensitive. All right, well, I guess. For number with the grasshopper, they measure to the nearest centimeter. So when I made it, well, I know 1 centimeter is about grasshoppers are bigger than ladybugs. So I would say it half a centimeter, don't you think? Do ladybugs? So I'm going to step to the side here. This is comparing it to something I already know. I'm going to actually measure it. So ruler right here. first line is best to get it there. And then my line right here is really, really close to the 3. Let me show you get a little better. Bottom side of my ruler goes in. Okay. Out of your knuckle to the other knuckle, and would back out. Scissors are much smaller, so you're going to see more. My ruler on here doesn't say centimeters, but if you have a ruler that has both and custom measurements on it, it'll what? Okay. But it's for us to use as these. I'm going to go back. And that works. So again, now my lines, this one's a little bit 3 lines, and that's 3. Okay. Number 2. Choose the best fit for the kayak. Well, making a real kayak in a real kayak, you put it out of the lake while you kind of paddle along. Often people will fish right out of their kayak. Think about that. We would be looking at the leaders. Maybe about that. I know that one of me is like, but I know one meters the height of air from the and so that was 6 chairs. Kilometer, remember, like 6 blocks, not 6 blocks. Okay, so when I look at that, 6 could our ground